So in Unity our scene is finished. Now the last thing that we are going to do is save everything and build an Android version out of it. For this you have to check export project in here, leave the compression method and go to player settings. In player settings, do one thing. Come on, perfect. At first, go to other settings, make sure the graphics API is only OpenGL ES3. Okay, don't tag the Vulkan. If the Vulkan is listed here, remove it from the list. Alright? Second thing, don't activate start in full screen mode. Deactivate this one, so uncheck that. And you can allow every orientation, that's okay. In other settings, leave everything like it is in here, but change this to, I would change this to minimum API level 21. Automatically highest would be API level 29 or 30. I think here it's 29. And make sure your scripting backend is on IL2 CPP. You can leave this in .NET 2.0 and also check ARM64, and that's it for the player. Okay, you can set graphics also in here, but one thing, in quality, uncheck soft particles. We're going to hire the anti-aliasing. Everything else is okay. Unity will try to display itself on the highest possible resolution and on the highest possible frame rate. Alright, one option would be here to set the vsync count. If you're going to do every v blank, then like in the starting of the video we also mentioned that your frame rate of your display, your end device, your mobile phone is different from the frame rate, or will be mostly different from the frame rate of the Unity built Unity 3D model. So if you activate every v-blank in the quality settings, Unity is making sure it's going to the same it's going to render your 3D model in the same frame rate like your mobile device, your end device, okay? But let's say it's 120 FPS on your end device, then this is going to consume a lot of battery, okay? It's performant, but it's not very, you can't use it in production, alright? Your phones or your tablets are going to get very hot, alright, and we don't want that. So you can select every second v-blank. Let's say your device is 60 FPS, it's going to render in 30 FPS, or 120 FPS, 60 FPS. So it's depending on the device here, but it can also be battery consuming and battery aggressive consuming. So because of that, we have to create an initialization in Unity. To do that, create an empty object, call this object init, and everything you see here, you can put it underneath the init game object. Okay, in the game object. We need a new script, put it in the root folder, call it init, open the init script, and in here delete the update and start, and add following code. Okay, create a public game object variable. In our case, it's called model S. We need it for later to activate, deactivate some models. It's very handy to, change our models if we want. We will need that for later if we add also the Cybertruck or the Tesla Roadster. Alright? Good. Okay, for the initialization part here, you can set the target frame rate always to 30 FPS. That's very good, because if we have an end device that's got 120 FPS, it doesn't matter. Every second v blank would do 60 FPS, which would also be too much that we don't want. And like this, we say 30 FPS, not more. Alright? Great. Second thing, change your resolution of your Unity build, of your 3D model. We will change it here to 720p. Alright, so in the width 1280, in the height 720, and the third parameter is for if you want it to be full screen or not. Here we don't want full screen. Alright? Perfect. Okay. For the second thing, we're going to toggle our models which are going to get viewed. Okay. Here we got the model S. We're going to find it. It's no, not model S, but it's model S scene. Okay. So we're going here and say model S scene. Is it right? Perfect. Correct. And with the method set active, you can activate, deactivate by passing true or false. And at the last thing, we need a method that we're going to call in Flutter. So we're going to call load model in Flutter, and this is called the method set active true for the model S, for example. So in Flutter we have to pass model S to activate this model S scene. Alright? Good. If you saved everything, Unity is going to reload your script. Perfect. And don't forget to add your script to the init. It's added. Great. And now we're good to go. We can, the dark theme stuff, so the changing of the background will continue in the next one, but for now we are good to go. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to yeah. Great. Alright. Just wanted to fix that. Perfect. Good. Now save everything. Go back to build settings. We already set up our player. Go to export. And now to go to desktop. Flutter Unity. Example 2. Go to your Android folder. There is also, because we are working with example, Unity export folder. Delete that. Add a new folder. It should be definitely named Unity export. That's very important for our command line tool which we are going to use. Okay, select choose. And now he's building with Android NDK also your Android 3D model. Yes. Great. Now we're going back to our main, and you will see in here it's empty, and it will be filled with all the files built from Unity. Okay, now go back to Flutter Unity. In the README you will find in Android step 2 this command. Okay, after this is finished, execute that command, and yeah. And we forgot one thing. We had to add the Tesla scene and export it again. Now just execute that command and you will see that it will be shrinked and you got just this. Alright? Second thing, add build types to your Unity export build Gradle, right? Perfect. Everything else is already set up, like this line or like in source main, Java, Android manifest. Yeah, it's okay. I don't need that. It should be actually. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Unity export. Yeah, this build. Yeah, you need flat deer, and last but not least, the wake lock permission. That's it. Now we are good to go. And one last thing. If you encounter the message no version of NDK matched version this, just found the version 21, add following line to your build Gradle in app build Gradle in here, and then look up your SDK. Okay, you will find in local properties where your SDK is located, right? Go to there, just open it up, and then NDK. You can see that version already installed and this version. Copy the version, go back in here and add the correct NDK version. Alright, and same for the build Gradle in Unity export. Perfect. Maybe change target SDK to 29. Great. Now you're good to go, and we can start our app. Oh yeah, let's just start it and then you will see in what kind of errors we are going into. In the meantime, I'm preparing everything here. Just like that. And change every print to debug print. Perfect. And what's the matter here? Build failed. Oh yeah, we have to update our build Gradle to min SDK 29. Perfect.